All right, Torture Talk. Like, share, subscribe to the page. Hit the thumbs up button if you like the content. So today I'm going to do a little something different. I'm going to give some advice to people who are in a relationship or just starting out in a relationship or thinking about getting into a relationship. And I'm going to give some advice on how I think you can actually keep your relationship and you can make your relationship better. And you can make your relationship with you and your significant other, your wife or your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your husband or whatever. You can make it better if you follow these steps. Now, nothing is 100%. Nothing is bulletproof. I just want y'all to understand that. You know what I mean? Some people change. Things change up. But if you follow these certain steps, 9 times out of 10, you'll get great results, even if the great results last you until, I don't know, 5 years or whatever. It definitely will last you longer than 6 months, you know what I mean? Because most relationships now, people get into, they plan their way of getting out of a relationship because they try to find reasons of why somebody's not good, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So look, I'm gonna start with the men first, and this video is not gonna be that long. I'm gonna try to keep it down, but it might be long. I'm sorry, it might be long, but either way. Before I get into that, I gotta get my spill. Hey, listen, this is Torture Talk. They call me the Hidden Gem. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. If not, or if you on the fence, I hope I earn your subscription today. I went from 1,300 to 5,700 subscribers. Thank y'all, all my subscribers. Thank y'all, all the people who super chatted me. Thank y'all for everybody who, did their thing and followed along with my channel. You know what I'm saying? I don't sell no merch, but I do have content. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Elijah. I really appreciate you, saying what you said. You're proud of me. Thank you. I've been working really hard over here to try to get this channel going. And it finally started moving. And yes, so let's get into it. Listen, to all the men, right? This is what I want y'all to understand about. This is what y'all got to understand about women. Women are very complicated creatures. You know what I'm saying? They have a lot going on in their mind, even if we think it's something minor. They have a lot going on because women are emotional creatures. They have a bunch of emotions running through them. So sometimes they'll stand on one side with a lot of emotions, and sometimes they'll stand on another side with a lot of emotions. But you got to understand what you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So one, you always want to respect your woman and listen to your woman with open ears and confidence that either one, you can solve whatever problem she has, or two, you can help her at least get to the point where the problem could be solved either by you or her. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to understand that. Number two, you have to give your woman as much sex as she wants when she asking for it. When that kitten is purring, you gotta rub it. I'm just being honest. Because most guys, they think that they king dingling and they could just sex their girl once or twice or whatever. No, you got to put in that work. And you got to learn how to control that nut. Now, I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to be open. This is a conversation for adults. I want y'all to understand that. If you are an adult but you don't like to hear this type of stuff, then click off right now. But I'm going to be talking some explicit things that I think men and women should hear. You got to control your nut, nigga. You got to make sure that you satisfy her the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Number three, you got to eat that pussy, nigga. You got to eat that pussy. Unless she don't like it. And if you don't know how to eat pussy, you gotta learn how to eat pussy, nigga. You better go watch some porn. You know what I'm saying? Go watch some porn and learn how to eat that pussy. Because number one, women, if you know what you're doing, they like it. You know what I'm saying? They like it. And it kind of gives them a position of a little dominance. I ain't gonna lie, it does, because they can control, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you can't be going down there and licking certain things that shouldn't be licked. You gotta figure out. You know, they call it the man in the boat. I don't know why they call it the man in the boat. That's kind of weird. It would be the woman in the boat. You know what I'm saying? For me. So you gotta make sure you satisfy her when it comes to sex and giving her some head. Number 4, and I ain't gonna even count no more because I'm probably gonna lose numbers, saying numbers twice and shit. But number 4, learn how to cook. Because a lot of times women don't want to always cook. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to cook. At least a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And be a little more caring when you do it. Don't just throw some hot dogs on the bun. You know what I'm saying? Put together a nice meal where you know she'll love it. Take care of her, you know what I'm saying? Number 3, number 4, number 5 here, man. Number 5. Learn how to listen to your woman. Listen to her. Because a lot of times they be talking and niggas be playing the game. Y'all be playing Call of Duty and ain't paying no mind and acting like you listen, thinking you could do 2 things at once, multitask. No. Listen, I want y'all to understand something about women. And this I'm gonna explain how I feel about it. This is how I feel about it. And I ain't no woman, but this is how I feel about it. I do not like when people are doing something and I'm talking to them. I cannot stand that. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I cannot stand when someone's doing something and I'm talking to them. I want your undivided attention. I don't care if it's one of my friends. I don't care if it's my girlfriend, anybody. I want your undivided attention. I do not like when I'm talking to someone and they're playing on their phone or they're playing a game, anything. You know what I'm saying? So guys, you got to understand, when it comes to your woman, you cannot be playing a game and having a conversation with her. I don't care if you say, well, you could do 2 things at once. There's a such thing as multitasking. No, people want, especially when it's something important, people want you to talk to them and not give them a piece of you while you're doing something else. You know what I'm saying? So you have to give her that grace and that respect. So when she needs your attention or she needs to talk to you about something, you ain't doing 2 or 3 things at once. Or trying to do something, plus he playing the game. So get that out of here. I mean, and I would say the last one would be, if you're gonna be the man of the house, be the man of the house. You gotta be generous to your woman. You can't expect to be the man of the house and not be generous to your woman. You gotta be out there helping her, getting her things. You know, that's just what it is. You gotta be the man. Gotta be the man. And there's some other things too that I could bring up that men need to do. But those, for the most part, if you stick to these things, 99% of the time, you're gonna get great results out of your woman. You're gonna get a lot of great results. It's not gonna just be some bullshit. You probably get much more than what you think. Oh, there's one more. I forgot about this one. Do not keep female friends around. If you're with someone, you're with that person. Female friends is a no-go. I don't care. It's a no-go. Do not keep female friends. You could keep acquaintances or whatever you want to call it. Cool. But if you want your woman to be straight with you, and you want to be straight with your woman, texting women and doing things on the side, it's not proper in a relationship that you want that relationship to go good. You gotta cut all that. You have to. You can't have 3 or 4 girls on the side that your girl don't know about and you claim that that's your friends. Because if that's your friend, then she should be able to be friends with them too. You cannot have a private life in a relationship. Once you pass that line, that's it. There's no privacy in a relationship. There's none. You know what I'm saying? If you are serious with that person, they know everything about you and you know everything about them. That's how it goes. That's how it should be. You know what I'm saying? If you hiding something, whether you want to try to trick it by saying, well, it's personal, no. If you're in a relationship with somebody and y'all serious, maybe y'all gradually get to that point, but you have to reveal anything that your partner don't know about. You have to reveal it. Now, I'm speaking in the scope of a good person, not some dude that has 30 girls on the side. We ain't talking about them. We're talking about you as a good man to your woman. And that's that. Now, women, listen. Men are very complicated like y'all, but at the same time, men are very simple. We're very simple. We like simple things. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Pay attention to your man. So number 1, and I'm going to put this on women. Number 1, you cannot have male friends. That's that. You cannot be texting male friends. I don't care if you tell me he's gay. He got a dick. He could be gay today and be straight tomorrow. You cannot have male friends. That has to go. And we speaking in the scope of a good relationship, not you having male friends and he having female friends and y'all sneaking around. We ain't talking about them. We talking about a good relationship. You can't have male friends. They gotta go. Number 2, respect what your man say and let him have the last word. That's that. If you respect what your man tell you, he will protect you. He will make sure nothing happens to you. But you cannot be combative and challenging him on things where he knows better than you. He knows the nature of men. So you cannot sit here and say, well, I know what I'm doing. I know how to get around that. You ain't got to tell me. When it comes to the nature of men. So if you go somewhere and he tell you not to go there and you do it anyway and something happens, he knows the nature of men. So that's what he's telling you. Do not go there. So you have to listen to your man. And I ain't saying your man has to be an authoritative position where basically you are his slave. I ain't saying that. We ain't talking about them type of men. We ain't talking about a controlling man or a man who does all this and all that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about that. We talking about a good man who's very good to you, but he's also firm. And he also don't play no games. You know what I'm saying? So number 3 for women is you gotta suck some dick. You gotta suck your man's dick. You gotta suck his balls. You gotta be nasty. You gotta spit on it. You gotta do all these things to make sure that your man doesn't do anything. Now, again, this is not 100% proof, bulletproof, but it will get you mostly to the end of the good part. You know what I'm saying? You might get to that end, and that's it. But you gotta suck some dick. That's just that. You cannot act as if like what you're doing once a week is gonna work. No, you have to be your man's hoe, his bitch. You have to be his nurse. You have to be his jump off, his side piece. You have to be anything that you think is going to make your man happy. You have to be that. You have to be that, because that's how you're going to keep it. And listen, I know a lot of this between the men and women, I know a lot of this sound like a lot of work. I know it do, but it is work. It's a job. A relationship is a fucking job. And you have to be able to clock in, clock out, work at it, make sure you're the best employee. If y'all both are competing for who's the best employee of the month, because we're going to go by months, because, you know, people argue. So you have to be the best employee of the month. That's that. I'm number 4. I'm on number 4, right? Number 4, ladies. You got to cater to your man. You know, you ain't got to do it all the time, but you got to do it at least 95% of the time. You got to be that. You know, if you going somewhere and your man is sitting down and y'all at a cookout, make his plate. You as woman, make his plate. Now, I'm not saying that you have to be a slave and you have to do it, but if you know he likes that, then give him what he like. Give him what he like. Number 5. Okay, ladies, listen. This is what I'm trying to understand. Like I said in the beginning, men are very simple. Don't be going out getting things that you think that the man wants for his birthday or holidays. If your man tells you that he want a game, get him a fucking game. If he tells you, get him the game he wants. If he tells you that he wants a pair of Jordans, get him the Jordans. Don't go out and say, well, I know you wanted that game, but I ain't get that. I got you this. I think it's gonna look nice on you. That's one of the biggest mistakes that women make in relationships. Y'all think that y'all are men in the relationship and y'all try to live through us and say, well, this is what I like on him. I think he looks good in this. Like, nah, give that man what he want. Because if you give him what he want, he's going to give you what you want. That's it. And you have to be loyal to your man. You have to be loyal and always have your man's back. Always. Y'all can fight behind closed doors, but always have his back. And men, that go for you too. If you're a protector, you definitely better have your girl back. You know what I'm saying? So there's a couple of things I probably missed. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to think. Is there some other things that's on my mind that I think that that women should be able to take heed to? That's about it. I mean, there's some other things it'll probably come to me another time. I'll do another video on this. But if you follow these basic steps, and I know it's a lot, but if you follow these things, most likely you're going to have a great relationship with the person you're with. You know what I'm saying? That's just that. And don't be, I think a lot of us go wrong, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to end this. I think a lot of us go wrong is when we start to find people that we're just attracted to, but we don't really know these people. We don't know nothing about them. We just attracted to that person. It's like, oh, this person is beautiful. I like this person. Or, oh, this man is this. Oh, he's so sexy. And then when you get to know them, they're not who you think they are. You know what I'm saying? They're just a great piece of pie. They look like a good piece of pie, but once you cut it open, it's nothing inside. The pie it's not even made right. Apples are still hard in the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that out of all the things I said between men and women, just respect your partner and know what your partner likes, know what your partner don't like. You know what I'm saying? And figure out ways to make your relationship better. And always have open conversations. Be honest and be open and honest. If you ain't doing nothing wrong, and what I mean by nothing wrong, because I know a lot of people going to jump in the comments and say, well, how can you say that? If you ain't cheating or doing something stupid, you ain't doing nothing wrong, you should be able to talk to your significant other about anything. And if you ain't feeling something, you should be able to tell them. It's not like you're telling them that their breath stink or they're dirty. You know what I'm saying? And you should be able to tell them that. So, but either way, man, I just had to get that off because it was on my mind. And yeah, I wanted to put that out there to the people. So look, Hey, man. Torture Talk. You know what it is. I'll see y'all, man, when I get back in the studio. All right, man. Y'all enjoy. Have a good night.